Hi YouTube, this is Betty with Scrap Passion 01, and I'm here to share with you guys my swap projects that I created for Rina Meyers here on YouTube. We decided to do a personal swap, and the items that Rina wanted me to create was an altered box so that she can put her laces in, a surprise swap project, and I decided to do some flowers. So this beautiful name sign that you see in here is what Rina is one of the items that she created for me. Thank you, Rina. It is so pretty. I absolutely love it. I told her that I wanted a sign for my channel. So she created this beautiful name sign for my channel. So without further ado, I'm going to go first over some of the products that I used to create my projects for her. I'm going to go real quickly here. So I used some Wild Orchid Craft flowers. I used the 100 mixed open roses. The mixed cottage roses. And these are only some of the things. I'm sure I missed some things, but I wanted to show you some of the things I use. This is some of my favorite trim, and I think I got this from Hobby Lobby. I think that's where I got it. This beautiful trim from One Little Dreamer. Some of this applique trim from One Little Dreamer. This braided trim from Hobby Lobby. Some of these Resin Angels by Prima. And some of this trim that I got from Joann's. So the first thing I'm going to share with you guys is the altar box that I created. And it's rather big, so I may have to pause the video and actually pick my tripod up so that you can see it, all of it. So I'm going to pause the video right here and show you what the box looked like before I altered it. And here's the after. And I absolutely love it. And please excuse the shakiness. I have my iPad picked up so that you can see the box a lot better. So the paper stack that I used was the Country. I think it was the Country stack by DCWV, French Country. The French Country stack by DCWV. And I wanted it to have a soft feel to it. I know that she also likes shabby chic. And so I wanted it really soft. So let me show you the box here. I'm just go over here in the corner. So I used some of this pretty ribbon that I got from Hobby Lobby and put some of the Wild Orchid Craft flowers in the center. Of course, you know I had to put some bling. This paper is very sparkly, and I also added some stickles onto the magnolia image and to the die cut piece in the back as well. I know that Rina, she creates some beautiful cards using the magnolia image, and so I thought it was very befitting to create something for her using a magnolia image. So I put this cute little magnolia image on the front. I thought she was really cute, and so I colored her up. And after I show you the box, I'll go over the Copic markers that I used to color the image with. But I also put some Wild Orchid Craft flowers. And this flower right here is very unique and different. I actually made this one. It's like a cotton. I had some of that unique material in my stash, and I wanted to make a flower out of it. And I think it turned out cute. And I just put a Wild Orchid Craft flower in the center of it. So I thought that was very cute. And like I said, this is some beautiful paper as well. I did the same thing over here in this corner that I did on the left corner. And I just love that ribbon. It gives it just a really soft feel. Here's my spray of flowers over here on that side. And then that's that trim that I used to just kind of accent everything. I put some of these cute pearl centers there. And here's the trim from One Little Dreamer. Okay, I'm back. I had to sit down and put the iPad on the tripod. So I'll tilt it like this. You can still see it. So here's the front of it. And I put, it's coming up there. I put some of this big flat back pearl here. And then I put some pearls around that to resemble like a knob. And then I use this pearl trimming all over the front of it. Here's that braided trim here. And this trim was used over the entire box. I just trimmed it out in this. And then here's the little Prima angel. And so I'll kind of tilt it here. You can see the back. And then that's the trim that I just kind of trimmed all of it. Here's the side. This is where I use the applique. You can see some of the stickles up there. So, and here's the other side. It looks the same. Ooh. Okay, and see, I also trimmed it out with this pearl trimming all around. I trimmed it, all of that out. So I think it really turned out cute. I hope she likes it. So I'm going to go real quickly over the Copic markers that I use. I said that I'll try to do that more. I notice sometimes when I show my projects with a colored image, I forget to go over the Copic markers that I use. So for the hair, I use these Copics. I use the Y21, the E53, 35, I'm sorry, and the E31, that was for the hair. And for the little, look like little booties that she has on, I use the B00 and the BO2. And then for her dress, I used RV00 and the RV02. And for the cheeks, I used this R20. And for the skin, I used E000 and EO2. So those are the Copic markers that I use. So now I'm going to show the flowers that I created. Oops. Good grief. Sorry about that. Here are the flowers that I created. I already got them inside the box here. And I just used some material that I had in my stash to create these flowers. I hope I got them all out here. Okay. So I wanted her to have something real springy looking. So I had this really nice girly material in my stash, and so I created her 2 of these. And then I had these really cute antique buttons in my stash, and I put a doily behind it. And so these 2, and I'm going to go quickly. I don't want the video to be too long. So those, and then here's that material I was telling you about. It's like a cotton type of material. I really, really like it. I wish I had some more of it. It's very unique. So I'm going to be on the lookout for some more of that type material. I put a doily and an antique earring in the center. These were real fun. These are some that I had created some time ago, and I decided to include these in this swap. I put a little Hello Kitty flower. This is some really nice material I had in my stash that I got from Savers, which is a thrift store. And then this one here, and I put a cute little blingy heart there in the center. And then this one here is real springy with this material. I got this material from Joann's. They had like a stack, and I think this is the material that was in that stack. That's why I initially picked it up. They had like a material, had some materials in this little stack, and I saw this material, and that's what drew me to it. And I actually got it from Tuesday morning. So that's what drew me to that material stack, and this one was also in that stack, so I used that. So the next thing I'm going to show you is my surprise project that I altered. So here's my surprise altar project, and excuse my shaking, I'm holding my iPad again. But this is a memo cork board, and so I thought that would be fun. I had that in my hoard vault. I have a vault of different things that I plan on altering, and I pulled this out of my hoard vault and decided to use it. So I thought this would be fun. Rina could put this in her craft room. She can use the little cork board to put up, you know, whatever she chooses, whether it's a design she wants to do, a project she wants to do, notes to self, different things like that. And I actually got this memory board from a thrift store, and I've had it, and it was basically new, almost new, because it had some pins that went with it that was still stapled to the cork piece. So it was, you know, or not used much at all. And I actually got two of these. They had two of them. So here's that pom-pom trim. There's the Joanne trim. And up under here, let me try not to shake, is actually some of that, ooh, Jesus, wait a minute. Let's see here. Up under it is actually some of that fabric paper that I used. So it's like fabric under there. And I just put that under there. I used this pearl trimming and trimmed everything out. You know, I'm a big fan of making sure everything is trimmed out real nicely. I used some of those ribbons that I got, that ribbon I got from Hobby Lobby. So I put that down up at the top. And this is a beautiful handmade flower that I had in my stash. Someone gifted this flower to me that I was in a swap. I can't remember who gifted that flower to me. I just can't remember. So if you're one of my subbies, you're watching, and you know that you created that flower, please let me know. You know, I do quite a bit of swaps, and sometimes I just can't remember who did what. But it is such a beautiful flower, and it went perfect with this project, so I added that. Put the pom-pom trim and the pearl trimming. I just trimmed it all out. I added another one of those little angels there with a rosette behind it. Small flower spray up here with a beautiful stick pin. I remember who did the stick pin was Tammy SS Crafter 1, because that's a swap I just recently did with her. So I can remember that. But I love it, love it, love it. And I hope that she likes it as well. I also, it came with some really simple, plain little stick pins, or, you know, push pins. But you know me. I wanted it to really look nice for her. So I purchased these for her from Tuesday morning, actually, that she can use these push pins for her memo board. I wanted it to be really nice, so I just took those old plain push pins out and gave her some decorative ones. So these are my projects that I created for Miss Rina Meyers here on YouTube. I hope she likes everything. So as always, thank you guys for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching. Bye.